Hey, what's up, YouTubers, comic book collectors? It's Hero 181. Here to do pretty much a video that's not my norm. It's not a haul video. I really don't have a haul up right now, and I'm really bored. So I just wanted to put up a video of like rare key issues, low print runs, stuff like that. Just stuff that really make me happy as a collector. Stuff that I really suggest you guys keep an eye out for if you're out there. Like, just because something's rare doesn't mean that it's valuable, but in this case they are, but they're not extremely valuable. But the key is to find something with low print that people want, supply and demand. Me personally, I just like having cool stuff. I don't just collect comics, I collect other things, but what, I've been focusing on comics lately, but anyway, this is Booster Gold. This is something you don't see that often out in the wild. But let me move along here. Hope you guys enjoy this video. This is Creech #1. This is it's a black and white special edition. Also, there's 4 comic books that I'm not going to be able to show, which should have been in this video. Or no, there's like 2 or 3. I sent them out to be graded, so I'm going to name them right now. They'll be like the honorable mentions. I got Spawn #1, black and white. Peter Panzerfaust #1. And Dime Press #4, which is the first appearance of Hellboy. Now, Dime Press had a print run of 2,000. Spawn Black and White had a print run of 3,000. And Peter Panzerfaust had like a print run of 4,500. It's like they were saying it was almost half of what Walking Dead #1 was. And that was how many were printed when they first came out. So this is Conan 275. This has a low distribution, low print run. This is the last issue in the series. A lot of series did this. It was towards the end of the life of this comic book, so they didn't print that many at the end. Definitely a cool one to have, though. You guys are probably wondering, Spawn 1? Didn't they print millions of these things? Yes, they did, but this is the one with the barcode, and they're much harder to find. You'll probably see one of these compared to 100 online. So, if you ever see the one with the barcode, get it. Also, if you guys are wondering, I don't have music playing in my videos. I've been getting harassed by YouTube saying that, all this copyright stuff and all that. And all I want to do is have a good time and give you guys something to listen to while you look at some cool books. But apparently, if I keep it up, they're threatening to take away my account. And I don't want that, I want a place where I could go and share my love for this hobby. It's sad, that I can't even enjoy what I like to do. This is Sandman #1. It's not rare, but this purple one is. It ran out of a color here, and certain few came out purple. So, definitely a cool comic book. I'm not really sure on the print run on this, but I don't see many online, and I've never seen one in the wild, so I think these might be pretty hard to find. Helheim #1. This might be one of the rarest comics I own. They supposedly only printed 300 of these things. But when they first came out, they were going for a lot, but you can find them now for pretty cheap. And of course, these are my cursed pirate girls. Jeremy Bastian. Oops. Sorry, guys. first prints. I'd really like to get her first appearance, but all these comic books were the names and they were all hand stamped. The artwork is amazing. I mean, this is what the whole book looks like inside. Really just intricate stuff. I mean, you could look at this picture for a long time and find all kinds of stuff going on. I mean, you could just look at it for hours. But very cool. And the second one I hear, this is 2 out of 3, is the hardest to find. I think they lost a couple shipments. I'll show you a couple graded ones here and there. This is G.I. Joe 155. This again is the last issue in the series. They didn't print that many of them. It's hard to find. It's got a Neil Adams pin-up on the letters page. And just a really cool G.I. Joe issue to own. And you guys have seen this, right? In one of my last videos. This is Incredible Hulk 377, but this is the rare third printing. It says January of '91 right here, but right here it says 1994. They printed 2 printings, and then 3 years later, mysteriously came out with a third printing. Very cool to own. Let's see what else we got here. Here is my primer number 5. All of these primer books had pretty low print runs. Comico Comics. This is Sam Keith's first artwork and his introduction of Max the Hare. It's got some foxing and stuff, but you know. One of my favorite comics right here. This is number 2. This is the first appearance of Grendel. Really popular character. Again, with a low print run and popular character, you're going to have a very valuable comic book. And also, here's Grendel number 1. This one, both of these are on the top 10 Copper Age comic books, and Grendel number 1 comes up before this one, even though this is his first appearance, and it's because they had a lower print run on this book here. But very cool. Really proud to own these. These are books that I could just never get rid of. Yes, Cryptozoic, man. If you guys seen Comic Book Man, this is probably one of their harder books to get a hold of. This is the one that was actually on the show that they got at the Baltimore Comic Con. This is the one they were signing on the TV, but I don't have any signatures on this, which I don't care anyway. Grimm Fairy Tales number 1. This one you can't just find this in the wild. Definitely won't find this in the wild. There's a there's another variant of this that I want. What do we got here? Milk and Cheese number 1. This is believe it or not, this book is hard to find. You know why? Because it's a first print. You rarely see these online, and you'll probably never see them at a comic store, but you could tell it's a first print because every other print has something written up here saying what print it is. But definitely a good book. And here we have Johnny the Homicidal Maniac number 1. This is a first print. They're really hard to get a hold of. There is a special edition that's even harder to get a hold of. but really happy with this one. Always just love the cover on this. Really cool. These are the type of books that I really enjoy collecting. You know, you have your tried and true, Silver Age, Bronze Age first appearances, but I really think stuff like all these books here, stuff like this really makes me happy when I am able to get this stuff. This isn't a rare book, but the reason I put this in here, this book in particular is actually rare because there's a Mark Jewelers variant, Mark Jewelers ad inside of it. And I just wanted to put this in the video. That way you guys can kind of get examples of all kinds of things that make a comic book rare. And apparently they would put Jewelers inserts in here, which is like just a little catalog stapled in there that like the GIs could look at. These were sold mainly on military bases for the soldiers so they could buy stuff. Jewelry for their wives and all that. I couldn't wait to do this video because I was going to wait for all my comics to come back from grading because I wanted to put this in there with my Spawn black and white. This is Spawn 3D Mocha exclusive. They only printed 1,000 of these, so I would definitely suggest going out to get them. This comes with 3D glasses inside of it, and apparently they stapled it a little too hard. You see that, but it is intact. It's not, the staple isn't popped, it's just like really in there. There's a big thick pair of glasses in here. So, if you're a Spawn completist, definitely pick that up. This is a rare G.I. Joe issue right here. This is McFarlane cover swipe here. What this is inside of here there's a story that was drawn originally by Todd McFarlane, and the people who were running the series at the time didn't like the way his art was. They took his art out and put another artist in there and printed the issue like that. Well, this is the original issue with Todd McFarlane's artwork in there. I guess once they realized how much they screwed up and how awesome Todd McFarlane was. I'm not sure on the print run on this, but you don't find these every day. This is, a lot of people say this is the true first appearance of Spawn. It's basically just a preview magazine. I mean, Spawn #1 is considered his first full appearance and all that. But this is definitely a good book to have. This is San Diego Comic-Con Comics #2. This is the first comic book appearance of Hellboy. Now, I sent out Dime Press 4. That's his first true appearance. He appears on the cover, and but that's it. But this is his first full story. Inside of this, it's black and white. That Dime Press was black and white. And the one, Next Men 21, is his first color appearance. There's all kinds of rumors about this book, print runs and all that. I mean, I've heard 4,000. I can't really find a definitive answer, but this is just an oddball Bronze Age comic that really, if you ever see this in the wild, get this. But you probably won't. This was just geared towards women, Marvel wanted more women readers, and, Anyway, first appearance of Linda Carter. This is a Goon prototype. This predates any Goon book. Eric Powell, 95 down here. Named him the Monster Boy, but this is, they only printed 1,000 of these. So, definitely, if you're a Goon fan, pick this book up. And speaking of Goon, They printed, I'd say, 2,300 of these, I hear. And this is the original Goon from Avatar. And I'm really proud to own this book. It's so hard to get a hold of. And really just love this book. And probably even rarer, and this is considered the Goon's first appearance. There's a 4-page story with him in here. This is Dreamwalker Zero, and it's super rare, hard to get, hard to find. I think they printed like 2,000 of these, but it's an extremely low print run. It's in really good shape too. And probably my most valuable rare comic would be this one here. This is Bone #1. This is a first print, and when this book came out, it was just so popular. They printed like 20 prints of this thing, and you could tell it's a first print by the red lettering here, and you know, really super happy, super proud to own this book. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm still working on a haul. It's going to take a very long time, but I was just bored out of my mind, guys. But yeah, these are low print run, hard to find comic books, and you guys should keep an eye out for them. So you guys take care, have a good weekend. Hero Hunter 81 out.